Hello, everybody. Welcome to PE. This is Coach B here, and I'm so excited to have the new school year start. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys when we get back to regular school. But for now, this is what we have, and this isn't a bad thing because we're going to have some fun with PE, and we're going to be doing a bunch of things. So for today, since this is our first day doing PE, I'm going to make this video, and we're going to have two parts. It's going to be a two-part video. We're going to have part one, which we're going to talk about something called our warm-up, which pretty much every day we do our video, we're going to start off with a good warm up, keep our body going to get us stretched out and get ready to do whatever we're going to be doing that day. Part two, we'll be talking about our cool down. In our cool down, we're going to do something called spinal hygiene. And spinal hygiene is going to be super important for us to make sure that our back and our spine is really straight, and we're making sure our bodies are looking really good and feeling good, and we're stretched out and we're good when we're done working out. Some of your teachers are going to have you do part one and part two today. So we'll do both. Some of your teachers are going to switch it up and you're only going to do part one today, and maybe you might do part two on a different day this week. And then starting next week, we'll get back into it. We're a little bit more all the way through. Okay? So a couple things. Number one, make sure that you are in a space right now that you can be like this and you can move around and not hit or touch anything, because we are going to be moving, running, jumping, doing lots of things. We're going to be on the ground. We're going to be up in the air. Lots of things going on, so I don't want you to get hurt. Make sure you look around your area. Make sure there's nothing to trip on. The good thing about the video is that you can always hit pause if you need to. So right now, if you're in an area where you can't really do a whole lot, just hit pause in the video and maybe move outside or move into a bigger area where you got some more room. Okay? Because you can always pause and stop the video and then restart it to wherever you're comfortable with. You'll see around me right now, I have a couple things that I want to show you that might help for you in the future. Okay? You want to bring when we do our PE workouts. Number one, I have a yoga mat here. You don't need a yoga mat, but if you have a mat or a cushioning mat or whatever you want, you can take it and use it. Why do I have this? Well, if the ground is maybe dirty because I'm outside, or maybe it's hard or whatever, when I go down and do a push-up or a sit-up, or if I'm on the ground doing a stretch, okay, I can use my mat to help me just be in an area where my clothes are going to be clean and I feel comfortable. Once again, you do not have to have this, but if you do, go ahead and take it out, okay? Number two, you see this right here. This is called a jump rope. Now, I know that all of you don't have a jump rope, but if you do, I want you to have your jump rope with you every day we do the PE video, okay? In the next few weeks, we're gonna be doing a jump rope unit. So a jump rope would be good to have. If you don't have a jump rope, you can get a jump rope, or you can use a piece of yarn or string, or you don't need to use it at all. You can just go ahead and pretend like you have a jump rope, and we're gonna use our hands, which we're gonna talk about in a little bit. But if you have one, make sure you have it with you, okay? I also have my water with me. Water is super important. You can always pause the video, take a drink of water, okay, put it back, and make sure I'm ready to go. I'm always hydrated because water is super important for us to be healthy, okay? And lastly, over here, I have a towel. Now, what's the towel for? Well, the towel is also, I can put it down on the ground in case I don't have a yoga mat, okay? Or I can also wipe myself off. I'm getting a little sweaty because I'm working out so good, okay? So that's important to have. So we have our yoga mat, we have our jump rope, we have our water, we have our towel, and we are ready to go. So today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with what we call our warm-up. And our warm-up starts off with 30 seconds, okay, of jumping rope, or if you don't have a jump rope, something called calf jumps. Now, why do they call them calf jumps? Because when you jump in the air in a jump rope, your actually toes go up in the air and back down. Okay, so when I'm jumping rope, my toes are actually going up in the air. Okay, so you can see my toes are not pointing down when I'm jumping. If my toes are pointed down, I couldn't jump over the jump rope. So on calf jumps, when we jump, we want to jump like we're jumping over a rope, but we're just going to bring our toes up and then down when we land. Up and then down when we land. Okay, now we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And if you've got a jump rope, start your jump rope. If you don't, pretend like you have a jump rope. And as you can see, I have my jump rope, but I'm not going to use it today. And the reason I'm not going to use it today is because of the ceiling, okay? Because I'm tall, and when I was jumping rope earlier today, I was hitting the ceiling. So next time when we actually do the jump rope, I will find a better spot in the classroom or even outside, and I'll do my jump rope with that, okay? So what we are going to do now is we are going to start our 30 seconds of calf jumps. It's part one of our warm-up, okay? So let's get in a good position, make sure we're spread, and make sure we have our hands in case we're gonna jump rope, and go. We're gonna do it for 30 seconds, follow me. As you can see, my toes are going up. They're getting off the ground. I'm clearing, okay? Toes are not pointing down because I can't get off the ground. They gotta go up in the air. We are 10 seconds left. We're gonna jump, jump, jump. This is part of our warm-up. We're ready to go, feeling good. 3, 2, 1, stop. Oh, that was great, okay? Now, part two of our warm-up here is something called arm throwdown. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise our arms as high as possible, and we are going to throw them down and then put them back up, like this. Raise them up, down. Raise them up, down. And what we're doing with this is we are doing our shoulders, and we're just getting them nice and loosened up, okay? So we can use our arms. We're gonna do that 15 times, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, shake them out. Good. Okay, now we get to the tough parts, okay? Our third part of our warm-up is push-ups. Now, some of you can do push-ups. Some of you have not ever done push-ups. Some of you think you can't do a push-up. So we are going to learn how to do a proper push-up. So we're going to take, if you have it, our yoga mat, okay? And I'm going to put this out in front of me just so you can see it, and I'm going to use it. If you don't have a yoga mat, once again, you don't need to do it if you don't want to, okay? So when we do push-ups, we are going to get into a good push-up position, which means our hands are just outside of our shoulders. Not in here, not way out here, but right here, okay? My thumb right now is right on the inside part of my shoulder, okay? Sitting right there, so my hands are just a little bit outside if I were to extend them. And all we're going to do from this position is basically fall forward and catch ourselves so our hands are right here, okay? So we'll be right there, okay? That is a perfect push-up position. Now, all we're going to do now is we're going to get up on our toes and go here. So from the side angle view, I'm going to be just like this, okay? As you can see, my legs are straight and my body is straight. I don't want to be like this, okay? I don't want to be like this. We want to be completely straight. There, okay? Now, if you can't hold that position or you can't take yourself all the way down, all the way up, that's okay. You can do what we just did, which is our knee push-ups, where we can go from here to here and just go from our knees. When we do our knee push-up, okay, it's the same thing. The difference is our feet are going to come up, so we're going to put a little bit of weight on our hands, and we're going to go down and up that way, okay? That would be our knee push-ups. Okay, so we're going to work on our push-ups now, and we're going to try to do 10 of them. Okay, once again, if you can't do a regular push-up where you are completely up like this, okay, then go ahead and go to your knees and try to do the push-up, okay? If you can do a few with regular push-ups, and then if you get tired and can't do anymore and you lose your nice straight body, okay, if you start doing push-ups where you start like this, or you're like this in the air, okay, then take a second, pause, and go on your knees and try that, okay? Also, when we do our push-ups, very, very important that we want our elbows not out, okay? Not all the way in, just a little bit in, okay? So they're not pointing out all the way because that's too hard because now you're using your shoulders. So I don't want to be out here when I do my push-ups. I want my fingers pointing straight ahead, pointing out past my head, okay? And I want my elbows to be directly back. So I go down and up, okay? This way, down and up. And I am using my chest here. This is not a huge arm exercise. You are working your triceps and your shoulders and things like that, but you want to be working on your chest. So we are going to do 10 push-ups. I'm going to do 5 regular push-ups and 5 knee push-ups. So anybody who's doing either one can see them, okay? You can see where my hands are placement-wise. You can see I get my legs straight. I'm going to go down and up. 1, down, up, 2. Look at my elbows, going straight back. That's 5. Okay, for those of you doing the knee push-ups, once again, we're going to get our feet up here, off the ground, not down here, so we can put our weight forward, and we're doing the same thing. We're going to do 5 of them. Good. Okay. So 10 push-ups is part 3 of our warm-up. That was really good. Okay. Part 4 of our warm-up is something called a squat. When we do a squat, it is very, very important that we line up our feet so they are just a little bit outside of our hips. They can even be a little bit closer if you want. Okay. And our weight is actually on the heels. So if you look at my weight, it's on my heels a little bit there. As you can see, right now my toes are in the air. When we do squats, we don't want to go forward. Watch my knees. We don't want to go forward. We want to make sure that we feel like we're sitting in a chair. Okay? You see my knees did not go forward. I felt like I sat in a chair. I've got to actually lean back. In order to do that, I have to have weight on my heels. Okay? If I go forward, I can hurt myself. All right? So we're going to do 20 squats. When I do this, a couple things that are very important. Number 1, head. I want you looking up at something. Okay? Don't look down. Chest has got to be up. I don't want you bending over. Okay? Your chest has got to be up. So we're going to do 20 squats. I like to put my hands right in front of my chest. All right? For balance. So when I go down and I'm sitting down, I can have my hands out for balance like this. That's 1. Okay? Let's do 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got 10 more, right? I'm just going to show you from the side. Let me do this real quick. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. That's our first round of warm-up. There are 3 total rounds of our warm-up. So if you're going, oh my gosh, I'm done? Nope, you're not done yet. Okay, well, there's 3 rounds. However, what we do is we always do our jump rope or calf jumps. We always do our push-ups, and we always do our squats. So when we're done with our warm-up, we've done 1.5 minutes of jump rope. We've done 30 push-ups, and we've done, how many? 60 squats. That's a real good warm-up. The thing in between when we did our arms, okay, we switched that exercise up every round. So instead of doing our arms on the second round, we're going to do what we call twists, and we'll go over how to do that when we get to it. So now we are going to do 30 seconds of jump rope or calf jumps. Ready, go. Make sure you get your toes up. Think about your toes. As soon as your foot hits, get it back up again. Jump high enough so if you did have a jump rope, you can clear it. Okay? Pretend like you got a jump rope. You've got 5 more seconds. And stop. Great job. Whew, I'm even getting a little sweaty here. This is good. Okay? So now, instead of doing our arms on the second round, we are going to do something called twists. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand with our feet a little bit wide, kind of about the same spot where we did our squats. And we are going to twist our body from here to here. A couple things. Number 1, lead with your chin, which means the first thing I do is I take my chin and then my body follows. Okay? Chin, body follows. So I'm taking my chin to my shoulder and trying to look backwards. Okay? Going that side and this side is 1. We're going to do 15. The other thing, if you notice when I do this, is watch my arms. When I twist, I'm actually taking one arm and putting it on my opposite hip. There. Okay? So when I do this, neck goes, okay, and hand goes, and I'm going to look behind me, and I'm going to twist that way. Okay? Let's do 15 of those. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice job. The great thing about those is not only do we do those in our warm-ups, but you will see later in the next video that you will also do those twists as part of what we call our spinal hygiene, which is our cool down after working out. And it's also really good for our back. And like I said, our posture and everything we're trying to get done there. Okay, so what's the third thing we do in our warm-ups? We always go to push-ups, okay? So let's go 10 push-ups. Ready? Go. And 10. Excellent. And then what's the last part of our workout, our warm-up? Squats. 20 squats. So we get in our good squat position, chest out, okay, head up, and we're doing 10 squats. You are trying to go as low as possible, okay? Get all the way down there. Feel like you're sitting in a chair. Do 20 on your own. You don't need me to count for you. It's 11 for me. And 20. Okay, that's round 2. Round 2 is done. Now we go to round 3. Round 3, what do we start with always? 30 seconds of jump rope, go. Remember, toes up. Feel like you point your toes up every time you jump. Halfway done. Three seconds, 2, 1. Good. Now, we come to that spot where we switch up the exercise. We did arms the first set. We did twists second set. Now we're going to do toe touches. We're going to get to a spot with our feet. Somewhat not too wide, not too skinny. Just like if you put them together, took one step out for each of them. That's where we want to be. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep our legs straight. We're going to tuck our chin to our chest. And we're going to reach down and touch our toes or touch the ground. You can touch your toes. Great. You can touch the ground. You can go further. Once again, sit from the sideways. There, you can see my legs are straight. What I'm doing here is I'm stretching out my hamstrings, which are the big muscles in the back of my leg. If I bend my knees, I'm not stretching anything out, so we want to keep them straight. There. Okay. We're going to do 15 of those. 15 toe touches. Ready, go. 1. When I'm done, put your hands on your hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we go straight to our 10 push-ups. This time I'm going to be facing you when I do my 10 push-ups. Ready, go. So you can see the front side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once again, it's okay if you guys do it from your knees. You can do that too. Last ones. What do we got? Squats. Remember, hands in front. You can hold them like this. You can do this, or you can just keep them there, whatever feels good. And we're down. Look how my chest is up when I do this. Okay, I'm looking up when I do this. I don't want to bend over. Okay, I want to feel like I'm squatting, sitting down in the chair. My weight are on my heels when I do this. Okay, let's do 10 more. and stop. This is a good time to take a pause, take a break, grab some water, get a little drink. That was great, guys. So you're going, well, coach, that took us 20, 25 minutes to do all that just for a warm-up. Well, when we are doing this regular, okay, we are going to be doing a lot faster. It won't be me talking and teaching you how to do it. It'll be just us, okay? I'll show up, say, okay, guys, warm up, ready to go. Boom. We do our jump rope, 30 seconds. Calf jumps, 30 seconds. Boom, done. We go straight to our arms, 15. We go straight to our push-ups, 10. We go straight to our squats, 20. Then boom, back up. We're back to our jump rope, okay? Then we're to our twists, then to our push-ups, then to our squats. Then we're back into our jump rope, okay? And then we are into our toe touches. Then we're into our push-ups, and then into our squats, and we're done. So it doesn't take that long. It takes probably 5 minutes, maybe at the most 6 minutes, and we'll be rocking and rolling and ready to go. Now, some of you are going, Coach, I'm so tired. I can't do all that. I can't do that many push-ups. My legs hurt from doing all the squats. That's okay, okay? I know sometimes we've been in quarantine, and we haven't been doing a whole lot, maybe too much video games, or not getting out and be able to go out for a walk or doing that stuff, and that's okay, guys. It'll take some time. But we do this every week, you'll be okay. Here's the other thing. This is a video. Like I said, you can stop it, you can pause it, you can play it. You can do this more than one time. So if you're feeling really good, and maybe you want to do it 2 days from now, play it again. That link will always be on your classroom site, so that way you can do it. And you can keep practicing and keep doing it. And I promise you that as you go, you'll get better and better and better. You'll get less and less tired, and your muscles will get less and less sore because you get used to it, okay? So to finish this off, we're going to do some of our favorite stuff, which is Go Noodle, but we are going to do a Go Noodle little breathing exercise, okay? So we can do that. And we are going to get into that with what we call get back on track, okay? We're gonna work on our breathing. We're gonna try to calm down a little bit. And we're gonna end this video with that. And then if you are gonna do the extra half hour, we'll get back up and we'll talk about how we do our cool down and our spinal hygiene. So let's finish off with this Go Noodle for me. Here we go. We're working on some breathing. All right, guys, that was part 1. Like I said, if you're doing part 2 right now, go ahead, just click on it, go find part 2 video and go and click on that. If you are done for today, that's great. You guys did a super job, and we will see you soon. Bye.